from Houston.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the first carry. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones, 29 yards. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 1st down, Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, You've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On play action, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down throw for Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 27. To the air again, Prescott. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's at the 40. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession. Because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Prescott on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Out to his left. Going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneers. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
Here's Prescott. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Prescott to throw on fourth. This will be caught by Brown.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Prescott to throw it.
That's Gallup on the slant.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 37.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Hey, ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Evans, the man in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys!
I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brady now on first down.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The slot man in motion right. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brady.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Elliott. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, it's Pollard. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, he pulls over him. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They faked the handoff. Now Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Brady now on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Under pressure, and down he goes.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Back to throw here. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Man open, here is Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now they send a man in motion right. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
Ryan Succop on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30. 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific in Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but That one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Going to run again here with Pollard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nice offense on 3rd down today. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Fourth down, Prescott. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Throwing, Prescott. And looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Came out in a power set. That only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Brady. Caught by Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now Brady. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones, 36 yards. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
46. So we're going to 53.
Now Prescott. He's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 74 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Miller, the man in motion. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give here to Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
3rd and long for Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Lavonte David.
And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And Brady's throw there incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Fournette, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Miller, the man in motion. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's White.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rachaad White
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Prescott yet again.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
On first down, Brady. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now Evans in motion left. Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Brady to throw. And brought in by Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cameron Brate, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Prescott. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there, a big play on fourth down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game I don't see why that trend would change now.
They'll run again with Bernard.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a carry for Bernard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Here's Bernard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now Brady.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
They'll run it here with Bernard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Buccaneers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Coming in to put a lick on it was Lavonte David.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, past the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. The 71 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Buccaneers
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we are underway from Houston. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone in the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Bernard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, and it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Brady now on 1st down. On the screen, Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's doing it right now?
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay,
78 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Barton, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. On play action, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still completed pass.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll run on first down. Bernard.
Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got him in. Complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson from 19 yards away. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. taken away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
From the 27, Brady. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
To throw, it's Brady.
Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Jones.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It brings right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run here with Bernard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Tom Brady in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point put through by Succa. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Jackson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Right back to Dobbins on first. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Again, it's Edwards. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the gun, Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty.
And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, a 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 49-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 41. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Open man is Duvernay. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Levante David in on the tackle. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A stop made defensively by Mike Edwards.
They run once more with Edwards. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Jackson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
This is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Jackson.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Tucker with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Brady. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Evans comes in motion right. One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And Look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19 yard line.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First play, first pass for Brady.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. But we keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
This is caught, and he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up for...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bucs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Quick, ready? Ozzy, shut up! Hey, middle.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. The slot man in motion right. They keep it with Fournette on first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 9 from the 44.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now Brady throwing on second down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Into a double double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Julio Jones, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0.
14. Ravens, nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over first down at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to watch.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 77 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Brady. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Calais Campbell on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Evans has it left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And Brady will sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Tom Brady in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Don't worry. Oh.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into his deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Being chased out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Akeem Hicks providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And we're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Fournette running right. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Brady going to throw. Complete to Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he stopped immediately there. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Julio.